let's do weekly shorts discovery. Because I am also back from the holidays, I also haven't seen them yet. But I saw, of course, Lost his beautiful title that it's the best weekly shorts ever this week, as every week. So it must be really, really good. So let's have a look. So quickly, the records from last week, I actually checked out the video already on YouTube. I mean, the first one I will not talk too much about. You probably also saw all these records already. There is not much to say. This is the same line that I found in the discovery here, where you try to jump as inside as possible to the right, so you get a good angle here, and then barely keeping grip into the finish. And then the second map is this old school dirt. Naja, even though we don't have the exact those blocks in the old games as well. Yeah, he snaps into a no slide there, very far left, and then snaps also into a no slide there. 27 by Bobo, Hobbit in second. Hobbit won the league as far as I know. Then we have this interesting map. So I think that the route that I took, which jumped to the left here, was actually, also from what I saw, it was the best one that is normal driving. But the record, I also saw already early on clips, used this bounce to get directly up here, where you have the double checkpoint and the finish. This is the fastest way of finishing this map. Then comes in this track, I actually found everything except the finish. Also what you do here, you take all the boosters, you go on the right side here, you have to hit it as inside as possible so you keep grip. Then you take this reactor, but you could jump now here to the finish instead of staying on the platform. That was the one thing that I missed in my discovery. But my discovery was extremely short last week as well. Like it was only a few, like 30 minutes in total, and on some tracks only 3 minutes, because I had no time for it. Yeah, here however, I mean I thought all the way that there must be something with reactor up, but I didn't know really how to get into it. But here it is. You actually do it early on. Here you turn around the car, you get reactor up, then you fly, you get the zoop, you're super fast, even a small roof hit on the checkpoint, then you jump everything, and yeah, there you go. Of course you get reactor down at this checkpoint here, because every checkpoint you go to, you also go through a reactor gate. So you don't really have this reactor up for very long, but in this section here it's actually paying off. Especially with that soup here, and then reactor down, and also that wasn't too bad if you jump all the way here and don't get so much snow penalty. These were the records. Now let's go into the new week, 136. Alright, let's go. I was surely planned like that. And finish. 38,000. Okay. $17.07. Oh, that's definitely wrong line. Let's check the map. What do we have? You can go through many sections here in these CPs. And here you would do a water bounce or something to land directly there. Then I had this kind of water bounce earlier. You can drive over this bridge or float over the water, I guess. But you definitely have to get into this checkpoint, that's obvious. So, and then you can either take more like a wall ride or go down. Is there anything more? No, not really. Ah no, there are finishes, yeah. There are finishes as well. So that means you drive inside here and then you jump through, I guess, these palm trees into the finish. Some days ago I saw one clip from Emlan. but I didn't remember much. Especially I didn't remember what he did at the start. So I will just try out all the options. Also here I have barely any exit speed, it doesn't really look too great. I guess I overjumped the early finish there. No. What exactly is the finish then? I thought that above these lines I would finish, but I don't. Ah! Now I see it. Now I see what... Okay, so I have to basically go into this pool. Kind of. I mean, I'd also finished when I was back here. Was it then enough? There must be. Because this here is higher. Oh, yeah, it's fine if you just land here, okay. And let's see. True, I still had the old ghost. Amazing. Need to find a good way through these lamps. Where does my ghost come from? Maybe I have to hit the top. The roof. Didn't get there. Dude, my ending is always much worse than my PP, and my PP definitely wasn't great there either. I still want to figure out what the best start strat might be. But for that I need to PP once. Okay. Also I can go like this. Oh, this is not really great. It looks like, at least. Quite a lot of palm trees in the way, not gonna lie. I mean, the way my car jumps here makes sense, to be honest. Makes sense to me. But I will also check out Emlan's record again. Because, like, you guys probably all saw already the fastest line, so I will start with a bit of discovery here. And then I will just check if I know there was already something uploaded. And then I hunt it. Okay, this is a PB. I mean, I made a lot of positions with a small PB. I'm not so sure with this airtime, to be honest. That could be completely wrong. Maybe I should try again to keep the grip. I'm behind for now, I have more speed. But I have of course a gear change coming up. But it seems like it's possible to get that better. But yeah, it's unclear. I mean, I went again over penalty there. Of course, like this, it wouldn't be better. Like, this only makes sense if I avoid the penalty. And And then there is a question, of course, with this part. I could, of course, also try to not do the water jump for once. Let's do the same start on my ghost. Okay, I have a lot more speed. So this is definitely already better. Gives me also a better angle for the finish, to be honest. Oh, 800, okay. So, but with this line, I could see that this is better here, because now I can maybe use my overspeed better. Would make sense at least, because I don't have to deal with this double airtime when I'm just about to get faster and get a gear change. And this jump is still a bit tight. Interesting. My ghost had a pretty good jump. Oh wow. I thought that jumping from very far high would be better, but holy shit, do I gain a lot there. Interesting, but then I'm not completely sure. Probably it's not better to go fully over the bridge. Because if I bounce in the end a little bit, I bounce over this penalty sand. That looks very good. Like, I want to finish one run like that, and then I check the video from Emlan. And then I check if I remember correct what he did. Also, I kinda don't remember anything. I thought that the finish jump was way shorter. So, for example, forgot quite a lot, but then I would compare what I do and what he does. Okay, 460th sounds very decent though, because the first map is always very hunted. And that means that 460th cannot be that bad. So let's check it out. If you look in the Best of Twitch Trackmania channel, Milmi uploads stuff like that. And we have also here the world record for map 2, we can check that later. And this is the Emlan clip. So let's see what he drives.
There's someone that has a name that's close to Turbo. And we call him Turbo. I don't know. Not Turbo? Okay. It's a different guy I'm thinking of.
Oh! I hate hidden stuff. I mean, this hidden stuff is basically bad for quick discoveries, you know?
And we call him Turbo. I don't know.
Interesting is that you can keep grip here in the start by... So he goes over the penalty, does this, and then he however has it very easy to keep grip. That's very interesting. And then he goes fully over the water into this. And also, yeah, he also cuts over the penalty.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, we will figure out whose start is better, because I will just compare now. I didn't get it good, of course. For comparison, would be better if I don't beat it. The thing is, he got a lot of interesting quantum slides here in the beginning. yeah, his ones should be better. You see, he still got it much better than I got at this attempt. So you can be pretty sure that it must be better how he got it. Oh, I got a bad bump there. There is something in the red boost. There is something. What is it exactly? Ach, I had no idea when I went here through this. Okay, but there is no smooth way onto this stuff. Also interesting that it's a booster to the left. Does that mean it only gives me a boost if I'm driving into this direction? Or, ugh, this is so confusing. It is so confusing. Like, it would give me if I drive... No, if I drive like this through. No, it gives me a boost anyway. Very confusing. As at the moment I try to release here to keep the grip, but probably I don't need to. Also getting a nosedive to the left and getting around is still strange to me that this is possible. Not gonna lie. Ah. Not really ahead. Also my very first attempt on this slide was much faster than my PB goes. With the red boost. Now I'm struggling to get the red boost any good. It slowed me down. Like I went through the red boost, but things slowed me down. Why was my first attempt the typical first try? Like what the fuck? Why was the first attempt through the red boost so good? Like I would have overtaken my ghost there by quite a margin in the first try. But yeah, it's not easy for me as well to beat my ghost in the start with the Emlan line. It is definitely possible to get it faster. Like now, for example, I went over this other penalty because I didn't get around early on. But if I release a bit, I can make it easier. And then I'm equal at least now. Equal plus I have a bit more speed. And then the second thing with the red boost, of course I travel a much further distance, but I get the exit speed and I get a better angle for the ending. But I not always get the exit speed, only when I don't bump away there. At the moment I'm clipping there. I mean, why is it even built like that? Why can you bug in that? Isn't that super annoying now for hunting? Ah. That could have been so much better. Oh man. Also here in the start I actually released by quite a bit to keep grip there and to steer early enough to the left. The penalty is slowing me down anyway, that helps already. That was a really good attempt. If I wasn't hitting this last tree, that would be top 100 already. Yeah, the thing is, if you want to jump as low as possible, obviously. And the lower you jump, the more risk you take, of course, that you hit something. Oh yeah, I will only do a few more attempts. I don't really want this this cover be taking over an hour. Not because my father came with me back at home. And I also have to eat. The next 4 days in a row I will be working, but tomorrow I have only a short working shift. So I will be back already in the afternoon. And I'm not really working in a short working shift. It's basically just being there and that's it. But yeah, tomorrow there might be also Schenker Cup early on, so I might be then live before Cup of the Day. But then three days in a row work. Then afterwards, however, 4 days in a row free again. So yeah. Rip. Oh, wow, look at this. Also you saw, I cut more over this penalty, but I got a much better angle for the finish jump, didn't touch anything. You see there is a lot more possible. Oh, rip. Also, yeah. I mean, Emlan had a 0.1 in his video. We don't see him in the top 5 at this point anymore, but it's surely still a decent position. Top 100 is pretty simple here. Let's do this as last try. And last try improvement. Yeah, almost top 100. Nice. Let's go next. Yo, Schenker, I saw it. Congratulations. I also won my div. Okay, what do we get? So as you saw, there was also something uploaded for this track. Scrappy clip, I think. $45,000. But I saw already that I did something wrong. We go here. $15,000. I slightly remember when I watched Scrappy's clip that he did a bounce like that to skip a bit of penalty. Now here I'm unsure. I might still overtake. I did! Like, this is the Trackmania experience. I kinda knew that I have a bit more speed and this will mean I could catch up. Yeah, I'm not... This is the part where I'm not sure what the ideal line might be. Maybe not like that. I touch penalty again. If I jump here, I have of course less exit speed. But it was good enough. 5,000. Yeah, now this. You can use penalty quite well for these weekly shorts and for finding the correct lines. Because with these with penalty surface, it's always like a compromise between you want to skip it, of course, as much as possible, but the question is if you have a downhill that you can land in. Like, should I release here to land smoothly in this downhill, for example? And especially similar thing, I'm not sure yet, is here after that start. Here, I can use the downhill more, but yeah, no, I touch way too much penalty. So probably the best thing is really just to fully land on the bottom here. Is there anything else I can do? Here's water as well. Was the water something that I can use? Because, do I remember Scrappy doing it? I saw that clip, but I tried to actually not remember too much of it. Like with a, yeah, maybe. I have to get there to check that out. Water bounce and then towards a triangle. Oh, but it's... It looks bad here with this. The ghost is already there. Then it doesn't really look better. I mean, why would it even be better? There's not even a reason for it to be better. Oh, that was behind. Shows how important it is to finish as inside as possible when you have diagonal finishes like that. Yeah, but here the speed outcome of this is so random to me. Oh. Okay, I tried too much now. Okay, now I have to get such a run again to check what position it would be. That was of course not close to what I would have had last round. Okay, also 1600 is my position with this. That was not a good start. Also not really. Nope. I need to be very aggressive there. Left is fast. I say 2 more minutes and then I check the clip from Scrappy that we saw on Best of Twitch Trackmania. Actually, I shouldn't make such an advertisement for this YouTube channel, because Wilmy basically just steals the clips from streamers and uploads it there. And I don't know if he monetized it or something, if he makes money with this, but on the one hand, it's good to have a channel that basically shows all the best stuff that happened in Trackmania, to summarize it. But there are of course also in other, not just in Trackmania, also in other games or other things, there are channels like that that summarize everything nicely, make a nice compilation. The thing of course is still that it's kind of stolen from other creators. and he makes basically money then with it, maybe, if he makes money. But in general, you can make money with it. There's always a bit difficult if that is really fully okay. It's just the work from others, no? But yeah. Let's try to get one more improvement now. The thing is, if he doesn't upload it, then it doesn't get uploaded at all, maybe. You would never see it. Tough thing. Okay, last try, then I check if there's anything different that Scrappy does. And I almost improved this one try. I think it's all about... I have one idea here, but let's just check it out now. It is this here, WeeklyShorts Map 2 World Record. Used to be World Record.
I don't think I can...
Oh, yeah, so you see, he does this. Yeah.
Come on! That was good, I think.
Yeah, there is not much. There's not much to it, but following thing I realized. Also, first of all, after getting my start, he stays long on the left here, long on the left, so that he goes as late as possible away from the road. Yeah. And over the penalty, it's quite important to have a no slide. And here also, no slide. I was often drifting a little bit. But yeah, keep it no slide at this moment when you leave this road here. And this is a shit respawn now because I had already left steer going into the checkpoint. And then yeah, he landed on one tire. This is also what you want, of course. Yeah, it's all about the speed that you get from these landings on this map, eh? 1000 improvement, amazing. $216th, that is an improvement. Start is extremely crucial here. I got it for the first time pretty good, you saw. Well, you see here as well, my ghost. But here... Oh, that was not good enough. I still land too smooth in my ghost here. I land too smooth. Like if I would bounce a bit more in the landing, that is very helpful. But I'm not really sure if I can force this, to be honest. Oh, I have more speed. Yeah. Oh, I don't have more speed. Rip. I actually thought that could be good, could be better than my ghost. Last try. Wait, no. What was this slow landing? I thought last try because I thought that's a good attempt. What the fuck? Why the heck did I land there? Basically equal to my ghost and lost all my speed. I don't know, there might be a bit of randomness in this. Yeah, look at this. And didn't I have like a minute ago, an attempt where I actually landed with more speed than this ghost? Also, yeah, it might be a bit too random, actually, for hunting. Let's go next. Yeah, I have the music plugin off for this early message. Oh. Oops. And this is it. We have one checkpoint. Is this the checkpoint? Or there are again multiple one checkpoints and multiple finishes. Why is every puzzle map like that? Why is every single puzzle map the same? I always have to go to so many... Like the thing is, every single time we have a puzzle map, you have to kind of install this plugin. Like, that is so stupid. Every single time we have to install it. That's super annoying. Okay, also. There are multiple checkpoints. all of them are linked. One is there. One is here, but how high does it go? I think it's only for the bottom here, interesting. Then on the top, here is one checkpoint. Here's one checkpoint. And then we have also down here a checkpoint and up here a checkpoint. That's mega confusing. And where are finishes? Is it only this one finish? Okay, at least only one finish. That is already a bit helpful. Now we have to figure out all the lines to these checkpoints. Also first of all, I can go full left. And if I want to get to a checkpoint, I just follow here and I get to this checkpoint. Now I want from this checkpoint to the finish something. And basically it just jumps to here. It just jumps to here, but I already have a checkpoint. So I would drive for a second time through this. It's just a different way to the finish here. Bit weird. So next idea. You can go here to the left and you're up there. And then you jump. So this is a different way. And it looks to me as if it would be better. You would then land back there. Oh, I'm not sure, do you jump onto this? Yeah. So what is the other way? Because there is a checkpoint down here somewhere. From where do you come? Is this the way in? What is this? Are these finishes or is this a red boost? I mean, it doesn't. The unclaimed doesn't. This freebie. The unclaimed doesn't show anything, so it cannot be. Ah, this is the other way around. Maybe. Maybe I go in like this. I go through that. And then I jump out here. We have to test it. I don't know, you have react or something, so maybe it pulls you to the finish. I cannot actually say for sure. Then I saw, okay, also this was the start. What is if I go here? There is something. Oh, this is a different way to here. Two different options to do that, okay. So, if I jump up, then I can also go straight or go here. I mean, this is what we already figured out. The one is a bit lower, the other one is a bit higher. These are the two options basically. And either you come from here or from here to the finish. And then you have also something here to the right, so I guess we go early there. But how would you do that? You go directly to the right here. Here is something. And then you get to here. Then you get down here into this checkpoint. Interesting. And this will lead perfectly to the finish. And the next thing is, I'm a bit further right. How do I get there? Here is the entrance. Comes from here. Yeah, so basically I can also go fully to the right, go down here, go straight through this, end up there, make quarter pipe jump with plastic, and then into the finish. I hope I found all the ways. Ja. Also. Let's start on the full right. Ah, yeah. Now the thing is, the other first route can be improved still by quite a lot, I'm pretty sure. Okay. How exactly do we take it? I can directly jump. I was first thinking if I go to that bridge there, because this bridge definitely leads to the finish, but is also not great. But if I keep a lot of speed, I can directly jump into it. Still hard to hit. I can check the copium time of that here. Okay, I improved massively. This is already a lot better, 12.80. I could also go from here. There are 3 different ways of how I can go into this. Not sure what's the best way. Ach. What is my checkpoint time? 6.5. Let's remember that. Let's see what finish time I have on Copium. That's super slow. I mean, I'm honest, it feels also completely wrong to go here as well and go through the one checkpoint for a second time. It feels super wrong. What is this? I've never seen this. Comes from... Ah. You see? It felt already a little bit weird. I guess this is for the way that I'm currently doing. Is it? Like it's super awful to drive? Ah. This was better. Yeah, it is similar to the others, let's say. Also, doesn't really look much better. The only option was, no, how fast am I with this? No, slower. Yeah, no. Okay, then I only miss this one part still, where I haven't been super sure on how to drive it. I guess it is meant to be something like that. Is it even planned to get it only good if you go through the freewheel? I mean, this will then lead to the finish, I guess. I guess you can get to the finish with this flight. But at the moment it doesn't look great. I'm not sure if it's intended like that, but I would hunt now for the beginning. I would hunt this here. Because I got a 12.8 in the copium. But I have to say that I don't like that all the puzzle maps are like that, but I say it in every single one of my discoveries that I don't like this. Because this is not one track, this is basically now 7 or 8 tracks. And also I have to search for combinations between the checkpoints and the other ways. This is like 8 different tracks and I have to play them all to figure out what's the best. Like it's just stealing so much time that you don't really drive the real track that is in the end the fastest. You also have to try everything because it's very hard to figure out what's the fastest if you don't try it. It's nice that they try to make all the routes similar fast, but we have that almost every single week now as puzzle maps. Always the same style of puzzle. Ah, look at that. 12.6. And it's only 2,500. What the fuck? I mean, this was a good run. I wanted to finish from the left, but probably this is better, and I had a nice finish, so yeah. Yeah, this is also the case. It's always then something intuitive. Like, what could be even the best way? What is the first checkpoint that we reach? Probably this one is the fastest checkpoint. I don't know. If there is something that you can do to get much faster up here from whatever checkpoint, but I'm not sure if we will find something like that. But okay, I allow you at this point to backseat if you want. Because I am so unmotivated to search for everything to figure it out myself. Like it might be of course something with this checkpoint, because here I didn't full try yet. I didn't have a clean way into this, so until you write me something I'm gonna test this a bit more. Thing is, how do exactly would I do that? The thing is, this was the one idea, the other idea was jumping in like that. No, but the thing is, if I would do this, then how the heck would I actually get out of that? Then I have to be here and then I don't know. No? Also this makes no sense, I guess. I have a reactor, but it doesn't help me, so I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to come from the other side. This is so unsmooth. The thing is, what makes me think that this is the fastest checkpoint is how it's hidden. Ah, this was close. The fact that this is such a hidden checkpoint makes me think that the map author wants this to be the fastest one. But what the fuck is this random shit? Yeah, okay. Also if this jump leads into the finish, I would have had 11 high. Yeah, you see that? But if it would go direct in, I don't even know how that is supposed to work to go direct in. I don't know. Nah. Yeah, but this is faster. Like, this is the way, I'm pretty sure, but this is so random. Like, after multiple respawns, I cannot get it. With a hole? Also, you mean exactly the way I'm driving it right now? Into this hole? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I figured it out now with the copium time. That's a helpful thing with the copium time. You can really see how fast it would be. And yeah, there's also 11 high possible. But I'm not sure if my motivation is high to get it now in this discovery. So I will only go for 3 more minutes on this, and either it works or it doesn't. You see there my other ghost? No. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, also this is clearly... But then, tell me, do you think that this is a great map? The map author makes every single part the same fast, and then he hides one part that I only saw probably because I used the plugin, and this part that he hides is then the by far fastest. Like, I mean, the other ones were all at 13 mid, and only this only the run that I found, and maybe this is also only because I don't jump towards the bridge, only that was faster. But this here, this is kind of intended, I would say, from the map author, is the most difficult to drive part, the most annoying to hunt, but it's also so much faster than these 13.5 runs. Like, it makes everything else almost unnecessary. I take this. No, and I waste so much time in all these other routes, and it doesn't help me. Like, it's completely useless. But okay, and yeah, it's just the thing that we have this now all the time, and I have to get rid of this plugin again. But why do I need this plugin every single discovery? That is so stupid. Always I have to install it again. Okay, speed map. And there we go. So is there more to this track than just this line? It's a bit difficult to drive. Here in the start, this is too much penalty. You could of course also drive there, I can try it once. Road closed, okay. Here we have a boost, there's one checkpoint, there's nothing else with checkpoints, no. No, I'm just confused because here and there are roads, but no, this is just a line. And I think there's... I just want to say I think there's nothing hidden. It's not really hidden, but a bit, yeah. Nah, it's a bit hidden. I mean, there's a tree in front of it when you're here. And your exit is of course pretty far left. Okay, so I guess we jump from before these signs. I mean, you come around the corner, you see the left signs and a big finish, and the tree hides the side. It's so stupid, but okay. I have to jump into this. Yeah, this is slower. Okay. Also the mix between no slide and speed slide is a thing here, also to keep the grip on this part. Because that's quite difficult to do right, it feels like. It's also hard to see the elevation. How can I make this? The moment I can just do this, which would beat my PB. But of course I want to keep the grip better, like everywhere. Very, very difficult to get right, I have to say. Because I'm always jumping so much here. Is that even avoidable? No, because here it's still flat. Look at this. So basically this is the part where it starts. So I have to be very late, but can I still make it then to keep grip everywhere? I don't know. Difficult to get this right. Also you can decide to jump one of those. Also I can decide to just jump the first one and to take the next one here kind of smooth, or I just take the first one smooth and jump the second. That's the easiest way to drive this map. I hit a stone and it got faster. But I'm pretty sure that you want to keep the grip as good as possible in both of them. But I don't really know for sure exact... What is this? Wait. Interesting. What I wanted to know is... Do we have grip here? Or is this sliding? I kind of slide a bit from it. Yeah. That is giving me, like when I try to keep grip there, this is giving me an auto slide as well that I would need to abort immediately. Oh my god, are we so fast? Why do I get auto slide? Huh? Ach, was der grass patch? Ah yeah, here is a grass patch that gives you the speed slide. That's the reason. Ach, also the mapper wants you of course to speed slide descending. We made a small grass patch as like a line of grass I didn't have the angle, however, to make the turn with the speed slide. So for me it was not really great that it gives me an auto slide again. I wanted to no slide. But yeah, ideally you have of course an inside line, have the no slide. That's what you want. Yeah, there's not much to this track. The start here is a bit different, also not a big difference, but sometimes I'm a bit ahead, sometimes a bit behind, sometimes I'm clipping here as well. It's not really smooth. Yeah, why do I clip? Ah, here we go. Have to be earlier on the right. Yeah, no, this was again, like, I tried to keep grip and failed. This was bad again. Okay. Yeah, again a pretty bad line, like I want to be more inside in the end. That's very obvious. Oh, there was a gear change. That did cost me time here. So that was good. I think I understand now. Very diagonal, very strong to the right and early. Ah, I hit. Wanted to know what that would be, what position. It's gonna be very close on this track unless I missed some big trick here. I'm too outside again. I don't want to be that outside. It's all about being inside, to be honest. You're 75. Let's do one more. I wasn't really perfect still. I'm pretty sure there is a way to keep the grip in both of these small elevation changes. I'm pretty sure it's possible. Tried to take it no slide once, but I still got an auto slide even after the grass patch. I stopped steering for a moment at the grass. But yeah, keeping the grip is gonna be very difficult to get right. And also this first downhill here, so cool. The thing is you cannot really see it nicely, that is my biggest issue there. I cannot really see nicely where exactly it goes down here. So I'm always failing it a little bit. I don't really have a run yet with that, I would be super happy. Like, it was always a bit bouncy and I also didn't get fully inside in the end. You see, now I went pretty far. Come on, let's get it now. I'm missing a bit of speed, not gonna lie. I mean, this is easy to reach those times. I get multiple of these now. Oh, also my Ghost had a decent start, I think. The first transition, the speed outcome out of it, good. Oh. I had a lot of airtime now there in order to get the inside line. But yeah, this was not so much airtime that it wasn't really that great anymore. But difficult. I would say one more improvement, but I'm not sure if it comes now soon. Oh, it might. Because this is the inside line that I wanted. 121st. Your one more improvement, he said. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. And this is the LOL map. Let's see what's LOL on it. Or if it's just puzzle. Oh, we have clearly. Wait. Now I wonder. What did I miss? Huh? Didn't I go? Oh, of course I didn't. So dumb. Okay. And where's now the difficulty in this map? Why does it not update on the left? I just finished in 10 seconds. It doesn't update on the left. What? Good chance to test out my other gamepad, my Smoothie one, because it actually fell down thanks to my robot. Why does it have to be reactor, man? It would be such a nice rally car map for me, so such a perfect one. But where's now the difficulty? What is this actually? Nothing. Yeah, also where's the difficulty in this? I don't understand. I mean, it's obvious that this... I know we have a finish on both sides. This is what I just... Does that change anything though? Like, this should be the fastest way of doing it, right? It must be. It must be the best line. I tried some low slides, but I'm not sure if they are working. What could of course be is that you now have reactor boost up. Yeah, depending on how you try through it, you have reactor boost down or up, but does it even matter too much? Yeah, I was over rotating there. I would love to no slide things, but this is probably similar to how you have ready on plastic or stuff like that. You just full slam into it, full drift, and then you go into a no slide, and this is penalty. It again doesn't update, guys. It again doesn't update. And let's just continue. I got a 0.3. It still shows the 0.4. A bit confusing. Reminds me on how I didn't save my amazing time on the RPG map track of the day. This map here, it looks of course nicely, no question in that, but it is so simple. Also first of all, we are supposed to have a LOL map here, yeah, and this is not LOL in my opinion. Secondly, also it looks like a puzzle map, like this is how it looks like, that it's supposed to be a puzzle map. With what is the best route through the checkpoints, but that would be way too easy. Like it's super easy to figure out that this should be best line, also at least the shortest line through all the checkpoints it should be. It could of course be that I'm now completely missing something. Hopefully don't. Man, update! This was a really good improvement. I want to know how good it was. Man. The fact that Dara has the first local makes me think, yeah, it is the tactic to actually drift, and like I think that fits to him as a rally ice player. And oh yeah, look at this! I got this this grip. That was fast. Like if I had gotten that checkpoint though, I sadly didn't have the checkpoint. But it was doing this nice zoop. I think that in the first one you don't go for the zoop. I know I don't get the stupid one. You cannot really train it because you cross a checkpoint there, and then you have this as respawn. Yeah, but this one round showed that there is such a nice soup possible. Yeah, a quick counter steer. Oh, look at this, 260 seconds. Now it updated. That's already a much better position. As a quick counter steer into no slide. No, that is it. In the start, still a bit difficult to get right. You want to, of course, also get it as inside as possible. Also just barely hit that CP. The fact that it is rally reactor makes it at least slightly bit loyal. But of course I would have had more fun if it wasn't reactor. That would have been a really good map for me if it was just smooth steer. But yeah, it's a bit simple to figure out. And in the end, a full skill map, you can say, even though it's a bit weird to drive at first, but it will be full skill. The hit does perfectly here, and the counter steer into a no slide. I'm pretty sure that these are the correct lines and the correct CP order. Yeah, you need to hit that. I think my run is good. Let's do 2 more minutes. And then I stop with the discovery. We do the track metal and then I end. Actually, I forgot to do the track metal on one day in the holidays. I realized that 1 minute before deadline and tried to quickly solve it. But I didn't manage to do it. And I felt pretty yak when it happened. Because the answer was actually a Costo. Ah, missed it. Look at this. If I had gotten that CP, how good it would have been. Like I only missed the CP by a little bit. It was close. You can definitely say it was close. Yeah, here also missed it, and then it looks to be very fast, but yeah, of course I take it more inside, that's why I'm ahead. But it just shows that if you just barely hit it, if you really as inside as possible, you can really still gain something. The difficulty is that you need to get this drift so early here, so that you can early snap into a no slide and still make it into the next CP. Because I often miss it. This one here. And because you have to drift so early, it's a bit difficult to judge the turn. Yeah, you see, it's all about how early you go into the no slide and still make it around. This is all that matters. Of course, I want to improve this ghost kind of and do it earlier than the ghost, but the ghost was already decent in this case. Of course, still improvable is only 260 seconds. It's a decent position, considering how many players probably hunted this 1 or 2 turns. It's basically just 2 turns, 2 steering inputs kind of that matter. It's gonna be close. Last try PB, 187th. We saw there was still a bit speed missing, but it's okay. Alright, that concludes it. Currently first is iCoco. We have 5 different first places, it seems like. No wait, Samifying has 42,000 points without a first place. He's second here. Where does he have the points from? Only the second places and then nothing else in top 5. Interesting. Okay. Then Trickmädel.